Hello everyone, this is Roxas1559. Welcome to a bonus episode of Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, dubbed Ratchet & Clank Before the Nexus. So, Ratchet & Clank Before the Nexus was created and developed by Darkside Game Studios and published by Sony Computer Entertainment America in 2013 for iOS and Android devices. What is this game? Well, we're about to see. I see 3 grind rails, and I see monotony. Yep, it's definitely an endless runner. So yes, Ratchet & Clank Before the Nexus is an endless runner that you can sync up your PSN account to earn Raritanium for Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus. Something that is ultimately pointless, because I didn't even know this game existed when I first did Into the Nexus. And there's no reason really to do this at all. So what is the plot? Plot is pretty bare bones basic. One of the scientists from Pollux Industry has gone missing because of Neftin and Vendra Prague. And you have to stop them, capturing Vendra Prague, and then thus setting off the events of Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, thus dooming Kronk and Zephyr. I don't have to doom them if I don't catch her, though. So, pretty much one thing to note, I'm not a big fan of endless runners, and at least this does something for the, Into the Nexus game, so I can't complain too much. It's just, I wish it would do a lot more. Because this isn't the first Ratchet & Clank mobile game. No, there was Ratchet & Clank going mobile back when Ratchet & Clank Deadlocked, or Ratchet Deadlocked, or Gladiator if you live in Powland, were released. With Gladiator and Deadlocked, you would unlock, through going mobile, as I die for my first time, a new armor that was exclusive to the mobile game for Ratchet. I don't exactly know how it transferred over. I have gotten a ROM of that game to work before, but I could never get it to... I could never get all the way through the game, even though there's only 4 levels, because for some odd reason I couldn't wall jump in that. Anyway, back on to Before the Nexus. Before the Nexus just gives you, more bolts to spend in-game, and then mostly Raritanium for Into the Nexus. Things that my weapons can do just fine for me. So yeah, that's kind of a downer. I mean, kudos to where it is. I'm sure they worked hard on this game, which is why it uses, assets and enemies from Ratchet & Clank Future series, as well as David Borgard's music, which, hey, that actually returned. I didn't realize that he was the composer of another game. He never composed any original tracks. These are just using tracks from Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of the Destruction. But I can't complain too much. It's a free-to-play game meant to distract people while they're taking a poop. And otherwise than that, we've seen most of the game already in action. We're going to do a few more runs. There are power-ups, just like how Sonic Dash is, such as this. You can jump by swiping up. One thing about my tablet is it's a little bit slow on the draw. And I kind of... Unfortunately, they don't make tablets with HDMI ports that are, fast on the draw. But here's one thing that we can do that pretty much, means things change, and that is a boss battle. There we go. That's the boss battle. Pretty much the boss battle is you have to shoot down Neftin and Vendra Prague's Star Cruiser, and then you capture Vendra, and then you set off the events of Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction. Yes, we go back in time and deal with Percival Tachyon. No, we deal with, Kronk and Zephyr dying, which still gets to me. Now, there is upgradable stuff in this game, primarily when it comes to weapons, gadgets, power-ups, which we ended up getting an armor magnetizer, And then finally, armor itself. You could also buy ammunition whenever you need it by hitting the bottom corner. You might notice those green gold bolts there and those two terracnoids. We will not be showing off the terracnoids. This isn't the first time I had to sample the game to make sure that it would, you know, record properly without anything going too wrong. You know, never really done any tablet games before. Didn't really have a tablet to be able to do games like this before. Oh, come on. How did you touch me? That being said, Thanks, Talwin. I'll be careful. I'll also bring home the dough. But you can rescue terracnoids, and every 10 terracnoids you save, I believe, will get you what is known as a hero bolt. A hero bolt is the green gold bolt icon looking thing that pretty much is a continue in the game. If you've played Sonic Dash before, it's basically red star rings, but for this game. And on the bright side, I'm able to show off the different layouts. Look, it's enemies from Ratchet Clank Future Are Cracked in Time. I think the only ones that are unique are the gray ones, because I don't recall the gray enemies being in any other Ratchet Clank game. And look, another enemy from Ratchet Clank Future Are Cracked in Time. Actually, watches one of those enemies is just something I forgot about from Ratchet and Clank All for One or Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault. Two games I still need to do for the channel, and I guess I'll use this bonus video to talk about that. The reason why I ended up skipping those games, one is because they're very inconsequential and very much not Ratchet and Clank, like traditional Ratchet and Clank games. But also because I already had this game recorded, and because of the name change I'm doing for the channel to Neronium, I wanted to get all the projects that said Roxas1359 is my name out of the way first. So before we go into Ratchet and Clank Reboot, which is going to be the last Ratchet and Clank game I do, because it's, surprise, surprise, the last Ratchet and Clank game that has been released as of this point, then we will end up dealing with the other two games. So before we get to Ratchet and Clank Reboot, we are going to be doing a Full Frontal Assault and All for One. Not in that order. It's going to be All for One first and then Full Frontal Assault, because that's canonically the way that they go in. And I mean, I already spoiled who the villains are, but oh well. Let's be honest, how many people are gonna remember that? And there's a hero boat, use them to continue for game overs. Big surprise. But one last thing we're gonna do before we end off this video, as I blow myself up to smithereens, and then try and use my only hero bolt, so then we can go and fight Neftin and Vendra Prague again. And then get ourselves a nice, good butt kicking by a fusion cannon. Fire! Haha, I can dodge. And I can't dodge. So, let us show off now on the menu what it is that are the in-game purchases and everything that you can do inside of this game, because we've already shown off the gameplay. So head on over to the shop. We got weapons, gadgets, armor, and raritanium. For weapons, we have Constructor Pistol, Constructor Shotgun, Buzz Blades, Predator Launcher, and the Rhino Mobile. So another Rhino. Now we've got Armor Magnetizer, Groovatron, Bolt Multiplier, Reflector, Rift Inducer, Jetpack, and Tornado Launcher. I don't know why the Tornado Launcher is there. We have the Light Armor, Heavy Armor, and the Nexus Armor, which costs 15,000 bolts. And we got Raritanium, which is basically used by real in-game currency to buy more bolts. The Raritanium is used to upgrade your weapon's damage, rate of fire, ammunition, all that. But there we go. That's everything in Ratchet and Clank before the Nexus. So, this has been Roxas1359, and I'll see you all next time.